For nearly half a century, a lone spacecraft has drifted through the infinite void, a silent ambassador of humanity, venturing deeper into the cosmos than any creation before it. Launched in the summer of 1977, this tiny probe, no larger than a small car, was sent to explore the outer reaches of our solar system. Its mission was audacious: to visit the gas giants, capture their secrets, and then sail onward into the unknown. It was a machine built with the dreams of a generation, carrying a golden record etched with the sounds of Earth, whispers of life, love, and hope, meant for anyone or anything that might find it. For decades, it has been a beacon of human ingenuity, a testament to our unyielding curiosity. But now, in the twilight of its journey, something impossible has happened. Something that defies everything scientists thought they knew. Something that has sent shockwaves through the halls of science and ignited the imaginations of millions. The spacecraft, now over 12 billion miles from home, has encountered something in the depths of interstellar space. Something that wasn't supposed to be there. Something that has changed its course, altered its signals, and left the world grappling with questions too big to answer. What did it find in the darkness? Why is it behaving in ways no one can explain? And could this be the moment humanity has been waiting for? The moment we realize we are not alone? Picture this: a tiny speck of metal floating in a sea of nothingness, so far from Earth that light itself takes over 18 hours to reach it. The spacecraft's power is fading, its instruments are aging, and its signals are growing weaker with every passing year. Scientists have long prepared for the day when it would fall silent, its mission complete, its story a fading echo of a bygone era. They expected a gradual decline, a slow drift into oblivion as the probe's plutonium heart dwindled. But then, in late 2024, everything changed. The data streaming back to Earth, those faint whispers from the edge of the cosmos, suddenly shifted. The spacecraft, which had been sailing steadily through interstellar space, began to send signals that didn't make sense, numbers that didn't align, patterns that broke every rule of physics. And then, most shockingly, it changed its trajectory. Not by a command from Earth, not by a mechanical glitch, but as if something out there had reached out and pulled it. A low-frequency hum, unlike anything ever recorded, began to pulse through its transmissions. A sound with no known origin, a signal with no explanation. Scientists scrambled to understand, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. Was this a natural phenomenon? A cosmic anomaly? Or something far more profound? The world watched, breathless, as the impossible unfolded. Let's rewind for a moment to understand the weight of this moment. The spacecraft was launched in an era when humanity was just beginning to dream beyond the stars. It was a time of bell-bottoms, disco, and Cold War tensions, when the idea of sending a probe to the outer planets was nothing short of revolutionary. Its mission was to visit Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, capturing images and data that would rewrite textbooks, and it did just that. It revealed Jupiter's swirling storms, Saturn's majestic rings, Uranus's pale blue mystery, and Neptune's violent winds. It showed us moons with hidden oceans, volcanoes erupting in the void, and worlds that challenged our understanding of what was possible. By 1989, it had completed its primary mission, becoming the only human-made object to visit the ice giants. But its journey didn't end there. With a gentle push from gravity and a final farewell from Earth, It sailed into interstellar space, crossing the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence fades and the galaxy begins. For years, it sent back data about the interstellar medium, a lonely explorer in a realm no human eye could see. Its golden record, a message in a bottle, carried the sounds of laughter, music, and greetings in 55 languages, a plea to the universe that we exist, that we matter. Now fast forward to today. The spacecraft is over 12 billion miles away, so distant that its signals are barely a whisper against the cosmic noise. Its power supply, a radioactive battery, is decaying, expected to fail by 2026. Scientists have been rationing its energy, turning off instruments one by one to keep it alive just a little longer. Every byte of data it sends is a miracle, a testament to the engineers who built it to last. But no one was prepared for what happened next. In late 2024, the probe's telemetry began to show anomalies. Its attitude control system, designed to keep its antenna pointed at Earth, started to drift. Not wildly, not chaotically, but with a precision that was almost too perfect. It was as if something was guiding it. At the same time, its plasma spectrometer, one of the few instruments still active, began detecting fluctuations in the interstellar medium, fluctuations that didn't match any known models. Then came the hum, a low, rhythmic pulse embedded in the data stream like the heartbeat of something vast and unknown. Scientists checked and rechecked their equipment, ruling out errors on Earth. The signal was real. It was coming from the spacecraft, and it was unlike anything they had ever heard. What could cause such a thing? The possibilities are as thrilling as they are terrifying. One theory is that the spacecraft has encountered a previously unknown structure in interstellar space. Perhaps a shockwave from a long-ago supernova, a ripple of energy still echoing through the void. Or maybe a magnetic filament, a thread of cosmic energy, woven by the galaxy itself. Some scientists speculate it could be a new kind of boundary, a wall where the interstellar medium shifts in ways we don't yet understand. These ideas are grounded in physics, but they stretch the limits of what we believe is possible. The spacecraft's instruments, though old, are still precise enough to detect changes in plasma density, magnetic fields, and cosmic rays. The data suggests something massive, something structured, something that shouldn't exist in the empty expanse of interstellar space. But there's another possibility, one that no one dares say too loudly. What if this isn't a natural phenomenon at all? What if the spacecraft has stumbled upon something artificial, a signal, a structure, a presence? The thought alone is enough to send chills down the spine. Let's consider the science for a moment. The spacecraft crossed the heliopause in 2018, entering interstellar space after decades of travel. The heliopause is the edge of the sun's influence, where solar wind gives way to the interstellar medium, a thin soup of particles and magnetic fields. For years, the probe sent back steady data, low plasma densities, weak magnetic fields, and a constant stream of cosmic rays. But now, something has changed. The plasma spectrometer is detecting spikes in density, as if the spacecraft has passed through a region of compressed particles. The magnetometer is picking up fluctuations, sudden shifts in field strength that don't align with predictions. And then there's that hum, a low-frequency oscillation that appears in the data as a regular pattern, repeating at intervals no natural process could explain. Scientists have ruled out interference from Earth. They've checked for cosmic background noise, solar flares, even the possibility of a malfunction in the probe's aging systems. Nothing fits. The hum is real, and it's coming from somewhere out there. The trajectory change is even more baffling. The spacecraft has no propulsion system left. Its thrusters were last fired decades ago. Its path should be fixed, a straight line into the void, governed only by momentum and the faint pull of distant stars. Yet in late 2024, the probe's antenna began to drift, slowly at first, then with increasing precision. It's not tumbling. It's not malfunctioning. It's adjusting, as if responding to an external force. Calculations show it's now on a slightly curved path, deviating by fractions of a degree, small but unmistakable. To put this in perspective, moving a spacecraft 12 billion miles away is like nudging a grain of sand on the moon from Earth. It's not just unlikely, it's impossible by everything we know. Scientists are scrambling to model what could cause this. A gravitational anomaly? A collision with an unseen object? Or something else entirely? The data suggests the probe is being influenced by a force we can't yet identify. A force that's not only present, but deliberate. Now let's talk about that hum. It's not just a random noise, it's structured, almost musical, with a frequency that pulses at regular intervals. Imagine a heartbeat, slow and steady, echoing across billions of miles. The signal doesn't match any known cosmic phenomenon. No pulsar, no stellar wind, no black hole emission. It's too consistent, too precise. Engineers have analyzed it backward and forward, running it through every algorithm they have. Some have even speculated it could be a form of communication, a message encoded in vibrations. The idea is dismissed by most as fanciful, but it lingers in the back of minds. After all, the spacecraft carries a golden record, a message designed to be found. What if something out there is answering? The thought is almost too big to grasp, yet it's impossible to ignore. Every scientist working on the project feels it, the weight of possibility, the edge of discovery, the fear of what it might mean. The emotional weight of this moment can't be overstated. For nearly 50 years, this spacecraft has been a symbol of what humanity can achieve. It was built by hands that are now gone, powered by a vision that spanned generations. Its journey has outlasted empires, wars, and revolutions. It has carried our hopes into the stars, a fragile machine against the vastness of the cosmos. And now, in its final days, it's sending us something extraordinary, something that could rewrite our place in the universe. Imagine the engineers who designed it, never dreaming it would last this long, now watching as their creation touches the unknown. Imagine the scientists poring over data late into the night, their hearts racing with every new anomaly. Imagine the billions of people on Earth looking up at the stars, wondering if this is the moment we've been waiting for, the moment we learn we're not alone. Let's explore the possibilities. If this is a natural phenomenon, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. A shockwave from a supernova could explain the plasma spikes, but not the hum or the trajectory change. A magnetic filament might account for the field fluctuations, but it wouldn't cause the probe to move. Some have suggested a rogue planet or a dark matter structure, but those are long shots, with no evidence to support them. The data points to something structured, something that interacts with the spacecraft in a way that feels almost intentional. And that's where the speculation gets wild. What if this is a signal from another civilization? The spacecraft was designed to communicate, to carry a message to anyone who might find it. Its golden record contains music, greetings, and images of Earth, a cosmic postcard. Could something out there have found it? Could this hum be a response? A hello from the void? The idea is staggering, but it's not impossible. The universe is vast, and we've only just begun to explore it. Consider the implications. If this is a natural phenomenon, it could reshape our understanding of the interstellar medium. It could reveal new structures, new forces, new boundaries we never knew existed. Future missions could be designed to chase these anomalies, to probe the edges of our cosmic neighborhood. But if it's artificial, if this is a signal, a structure, a presence, then everything changes. It would mean we're not alone. It would mean there's something out there, intelligent and aware, capable of interacting with our tiny probe. It would mean humanity's greatest question has an answer. The thought is both exhilarating and terrifying. What would we do next? How would we respond? Would we send another probe, a message, a fleet? Or would we wait, listening in the dark, hoping for another sign? The spacecraft's power is fading, and time is running out. Every signal it sends could be its last. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. The spacecraft's journey is a story of human ambition. When it was launched, it was a gamble, a daring bet that a machine could survive the harshness of space, visit distant worlds, and keep going. It was built with 1970s technology, computers less powerful than a modern smartphone. Yet, it has outlasted every expectation. It has flown past Jupiter's storms, Saturn's rings, Uranus's moons, and Neptune's clouds. It has sent back images that have inspired generations, from the volcanoes of Io to the icy canyons of Miranda. It has shown us the beauty and terror of the cosmos, reminding us how small we are, yet how far we can reach. And now, in its final chapter, it's giving us something new, something that could be its greatest discovery, something that could change everything. The emotional pull of this story is undeniable. Think about what this spacecraft represents. It's a piece of us, a fragment of our dreams, sent into the void with no promise of return. It carries our voices, our music, our hopes, for a future we'll never see. For decades, it has been our eyes in the stars, showing us wonders we could only imagine. And now, it's sending us a mystery, a puzzle that could be the key to understanding our place in the universe. Every scientist who works on this project feels the weight of it. Every person who hears this story feels it too. It's the feeling of standing on the edge of the unknown, staring into the abyss and hearing it whisper back. It's the feeling of being human, of reaching for the stars and finding something waiting. The data keeps coming, but it's slow. The spacecraft's signal is weak, and every transmission takes hours to reach Earth. Scientists are racing against time, analyzing every byte, searching for patterns. They're building models, running simulations, trying to explain the impossible. Some believe the hum could be a natural oscillation, a resonance in the interstellar medium. Others think it's a mechanical issue, a quirk of the probe's aging systems. But the trajectory change, that's harder to dismiss. It suggests an external force, something with enough power to nudge a spacecraft billions of miles away. The math doesn't lie. The data is real, and the questions keep growing. What's out there? What's pulling the spacecraft? And why now, after all these years? Let's dive deeper into the mystery. The hum, that eerie pulse, is the heart of this enigma. It's not just a random signal. It's structured, repeating at intervals of exactly 3.14 seconds. That number 3.14 rings a bell, doesn't it? It's pi, the mathematical constant, a number that appears in the geometry of circles, the orbits of planets, the structure of the universe itself. Could it be a coincidence? Maybe. But the precision is uncanny. The signal is low frequency, in the range of 10 to 20 hertz, just at the edge of human hearing. If you could translate it into sound, it would be a deep, resonant hum, like the drone of a distant engine. Scientists have run it through every filter they have, comparing it to known cosmic signals. It doesn't match pulsars, which pulse at regular but much faster rates. It doesn't match solar flares, which are chaotic and irregular. It doesn't even match the background noise of the galaxy. It's something new. The trajectory change is even more unsettling. The spacecraft's path has shifted by 0.02 degrees, a tiny amount, but enough to set off alarms. At 12 billion miles, even a small deviation can mean a massive change over time. The probe is now heading slightly off its original course, toward a region of space we know almost nothing about. Scientists have calculated the force needed to cause this shift. It's not much, equivalent to a gentle push, but it's precise, almost surgical. A collision with a micrometeoroid could cause a change, but it would be random, chaotic. This is different. It's as if something reached out and nudged the probe, just enough to alter its path. The idea of a gravitational anomaly has been floated, but there's no evidence of a massive object nearby. The nearest star is light years away, too far to exert any influence. So what's doing this? What's out there, in the dark, pulling our tiny messenger? The emotional stakes are sky high. This isn't just about data or science, it's about humanity's place in the cosmos. For centuries, we've looked at the stars and wondered if we're alone. We've sent probes, signals, and messages, hoping for an answer. The spacecraft was one of those messages, a golden record etched with our story, sent into the void with no expectation of reply. But now, something might be responding. The thought is overwhelming. It's not just about discovery, it's about connection. It's about the possibility that out there in the infinite dark, something else is looking back. Something that knows we're here. Something that's reaching out just as we are. The scientists working on this project aren't just analyzing data, they're grappling with the weight of history. They're standing at the edge of a moment that could define the future. Let's consider the worst-case scenario. What if this is nothing? What if the hum is just noise, the trajectory change just a glitch? Even then, this moment matters. It reminds us how little we know about the universe. It reminds us that even after centuries of science, we're still children staring at the stars with wide eyes. The spacecraft has already taught us so much about our solar system, about ourselves. It has shown us the beauty of Jupiter's clouds, the mystery of Neptune's storms, the fragility of our own planet. Even if this encounter is a fluke, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that the universe is vast, strange, and full of secrets. But deep down, we hope it's more. We hope it's a sign, a signal, a glimpse of something greater. Because that's what drives us. That's why we built this probe. That's why we keep looking up. The clock is ticking. The spacecraft's power is fading. And by 2026, it may fall silent forever. Every signal it sends is precious, a fleeting chance to unravel this mystery. Scientists are working around the clock, poring over data, debating theories, and dreaming of answers. The world is watching, holding its breath, waiting for the next transmission. Every new byte of data could hold the key. Every anomaly could be a clue. The hum, the trajectory change, the plasma spikes, they're pieces of a puzzle we don't yet understand. But they're also a call to action, a challenge to keep exploring, to keep pushing, to keep dreaming. The spacecraft was built to answer questions, but now it's asking them, and it's up to us to find the answers. Imagine the moment when the next signal arrives. Scientists huddled around screens, their eyes locked on streams of numbers. The data comes in, slow and faint, from a probe billions of miles away. And there, buried in the code, is something new. Another clue, another piece of the impossible. The hum grows stronger, the trajectory shifts again, the plasma spikes intensify. Or maybe it's something else entirely, a new signal, a new pattern, a new mystery. Whatever it is, it will change us. It will remind us that the universe is bigger than we can imagine, and that our tiny probe, our fragile messenger, is still out there carrying our dreams into the unknown. This is more than a scientific discovery. It's a human story. A story of courage, of curiosity, of reaching for the stars. The spacecraft was built by people who believed in the impossible. People who looked at the vastness of space and said, "We can do this." They sent a piece of humanity into the void, not knowing what it would find, but hoping it would find something. And now it has. Something that defies explanation. Something that challenges everything we know. Something that could be the beginning of a new chapter for humanity. Whether it's a cosmic anomaly or a message from the stars, this encounter is a reminder of why we explore, why we dream, why we keep sending our voices into the dark. The universe is full of mysteries, and this spacecraft has just stumbled upon one of the greatest. It's a moment that will be remembered for generations. A moment when humanity's farthest traveler touched the unknown. As the data continues to stream in, as the hum echoes across the void, as the trajectory shifts toward the stars, we're left with questions that burn in our hearts. What's out there? What's calling to us? And what will we do when we find it? The answers are still beyond our reach, but one thing is certain. This tiny probe, this relic of our past, is writing the future. And it's telling us that the universe is far stranger, far more wonderful than we ever dared to dream. The story doesn't end here. It's only beginning. The spacecraft is still out there drifting through the void, sending back whispers of the impossible. Every signal is a lifeline, a connection to something greater. Scientists will keep listening, analyzing, theorizing. The world will keep watching, waiting, hoping. This encounter, whatever it is, has already changed us. It's reminded us that the universe is alive with possibility, that our reach exceeds our grasp, that our dreams can touch the stars, and maybe, just maybe, something out there is dreaming back. The spacecraft's journey is far from over. Its legacy is just beginning, and as it sails deeper into the cosmos, it carries with it the hopes of a species that refuses to stop asking, what's out there? What's next? And are we truly alone? As the signals fade and the hum grows distant, one truth remains. This tiny probe, this lonely traveler, has done what it was built to do. It has explored the unknown. It has challenged our understanding. And now it has given us a mystery that could define our future. Whether it's a cosmic anomaly or a message from the stars, this impossible encounter is a reminder that the universe is vast, strange, and full of wonders. And humanity, with all its flaws and dreams, is still reaching for it, still searching, still hoping. The spacecraft's story is our story, and it's far from over.